Hey, what's happening, guys? This is Damon from Vintage X Collectibles. Here is the Scar Predator in all of his glory. And with all the recent releases by NECA, I still can't help but feel like this one here is one of the best overall modes. So let's take a deeper look and find out just how cool he really is. Now obviously I opened this guy a long time ago. As for the packaging, to save space I threw away the plastic bubble and just kept the cardboard backing. I'm still getting a lot of glare off of this cardboard, so I'm going to take some still images on the kitchen counter so you can check out the artwork on the back. Up top it shows that this is the Scar Predator from the AVP movie in 2004. Here is the bio, in case you wish to pause the video right now and read that. And as shown here, NECA made all three Predators that were featured in the AVP film. The front shows the silhouette of a predator entering this dark room, and I believe this was the sacrificial chamber. How cool is that? Now some may say that's a face that only a mother could love, but hey, I think you're pretty damn handsome. Wow, just look at that mouth, like he's screaming at you. I do worry that these little tusks could break off one day if he were to fall or if you don't store him away properly. And if you look in there with the light, you can see that he has some green eyes, which are done quite nice. And I guess this is why he is called the Scar Predator. Remember in the movie when he took a piece from the alien, I believe it was a finger or something, and he used their acid blood to make the marks on his head, and then he handed a piece to the girl like, here, you do it too. And this predator does have a head full of hair, and it is just done in this soft rubber, and he has these little metal hair ties that are gold, bronze, and silver, and that's a really nice blend and excellent overall look. He does have some trophy skulls draped around his torso, and I'm not sure if any of these are human. Kind of hard to tell. They could just be random alien species that he's came across. And his armor is solid. This feels like actual armor, and it continues around to the back. This is made well. Very, very solid piece. Now, as for his arms, he does have some shoulder pads, but they are bendable, so it doesn't really hinder his arm movement that much. On this forearm is where you attach the long blades, but I'll get into that later when we go over his accessories. Now, this arm has a really cool feature. Let's make sure we're focused in. Now, this is for when shit hits the fan. Paying attention? Doop, 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 doop. How awesome is that? Now, I don't have a huge collection of Predators, but I wonder just how many Predator action figures included this feature. That is too cool. Now, there is a lot of awesome molded detail in his utility belt. This little oval piece here looks like some type of handheld digital device. And as for that circular piece, I believe that is just his throwing star with the sharp blades collapsed. Then over here, this looks like some type of pouch. And in the back we have a couple more utility pouches. And his skirt is also done in a soft rubber material. As for his legs, he has these, I guess they're shin guards, and they go all the way around to the back of his calf. And on his right leg, we have a sheath for his blade. Really cool. And boy, look at this. Look at the front of his toes. He has these claws going across the top, and they're actually kind of sharp. You do not want to get kicked by that. Wow. And this is something I just realized. I was testing out his posability, and look at this. He has a double jointed knee. What? Wow. I am impressed. Our Predator here stands just fine on his own. Very solid and sturdy. But I did invest in these action figure display stands, also by NECA. So, hey NECA, I just plugged another one of your products in the same video, so you're welcome. And of course, it's by NECA for a NECA action figure, and of course, it fits perfectly. Now, if you're curious about this Predator's height, I can already tell you he's pretty tall, so let's get the 0 right at the bottom of his boot. And it looks like he comes up to about 8 3/4 of an inch. Maybe 8 11/16. It's pretty close. Now, as for accessories, let's check out this wicked blade. I love those razor sharp edges on the sides there. Oh man, you could, yeah, you can mess somebody up pretty bad with that. And here is the handle with a little claw at the tip of that. So I guess that serves some purpose, and I'm guessing that purpose doesn't feel very good. And that blade can be securely stored in the sheath on his leg, just like so. Next up, we have this dual-ended, beautifully done, ancient medieval looking weapon. And it is done in a bronze and silver. And much like his dagger, this can also be stored on him on this little clip on his back shoulder blade. And that looks pretty good from behind, and it looks good from the front view. Here we have the Predator's laser gun attachment on his backpack. And what's really neat about this is when it's not in use, this is what you do to store it away. You rotate the gun around, fold it down, and this piece right here slides down. Neat, huh? And to attach his backpack of death and destruction, there is a little peg right here that plugs into the other side of his back right there. Now, let's just get it plugged in there. And here we go. Don't let him climb any trees on you. It is over. Now, if you wish to cut up some alien meat, if you're into that kind of thing, that tender, acidly juiciness, you need something sharp to slice and dice and cut them up and peel that skin off and cut through that succulent meat. And this right here is our Predator's tool of choice, and it is gorgeous. And yes, as you can imagine, he looks pretty killer holding those blades of death. Here's our Predator's last and final accessory. We get a pair of these blades done in this very nice chrome finish, and they're pretty long. These are as long as I've seen them on a Predator action figure, and look at that, looks like they're a full 3 inches long. So wow, on a, what was he, like 8 3/4 of an inch. So yeah, having 3-inch blades, they're in scale, they're pretty long compared to him. And to plug them in, they just go in his right forearm, just like so, and they fasten in pretty securely. Just have to line them up just right, and there we go. Wow. Yeah, Shredder ain't got nothing on me. Well, I'd like to thank you good people for watching my video, and I'd like to leave you with some really cool screenshots of the Scar Predator. I'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback on the Scar Predator from the AVP movie by NECA. If you enjoyed this review, give me a like and be sure to subscribe to my channel for more content. And now I present to you our moral lesson of the day, hosted by Vintage X Collectibles. Hey, be careful just who you call an ugly mother.